CBS 4 News at 5.
Right now at 5, a CBS 4 News safety alert. A 12-year-old boy is recovering after police say he was abducted, assaulted, and then shot. Police say this happened between 2 and 3:30 in the morning on Saturday when the boy was walking in Miami's Brownsville neighborhood.
Now, police say the child's attacker is still out there. The boy remains in the hospital, and we want to warn you, the video of the story is difficult to watch. CBS 4's Ted Scouten is live for us in Brownsville where the terrifying scene unfolded. Ted?
Yeah, Ellie and Carly.
Now to the latest in the coronavirus pandemic. The vaccine rollout takes a big step forward across all of Florida. If you're 40 years of age and older, you are now eligible to get the shot if you want it. This, as President Joe Biden says, 90% of adults that want to get vaccinated will be able to book an appointment weeks ahead of schedule by April 19th.
CBS 4's Brooke Schaefer reports from Miami-Dade College North Campus vaccination site where there was a steady line of people to get a shot today.
This site here in Northwest Dade is...
Governor Ron DeSantis says he will not mandate that Floridians get the COVID-19 vaccine and opposes the idea of vaccine passports. He made the announcement at a news conference in Tallahassee.
It's completely unacceptable for either the government or the private sector to impose upon you the requirement that you show proof of vaccine to just simply be able to participate in normal society. I think it's something that people have certain freedoms and individual liberties to make decisions for themselves. I also wonder...
He says he had concerns about giving this information to companies and the privacy implications.
I'm pleased to announce that at least 90% of all adults in this country will be eligible to be vaccinated by April the 19th, just 3 weeks from now, because we have the vaccines.
Now at 5, President Biden announces today his administration is taking steps that will allow more adults in the U.S. to gain access to a vaccine. But he's also urging Americans to remain vigilant. COVID-19 cases and death rates are once again on the rise in much of the country. CBS 4's Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
President Biden updated his administration. CBS News, the White House.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announced all New Yorkers who are 30 and older will be eligible to get a COVID-19 vaccine starting tomorrow.
All new at 5 o'clock, opening statements began today in the murder trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. He's accused of murdering George Floyd last May when he kneeled on Floyd's neck for about 9 minutes. The case drew national and international attention to a racial justice reckoning.
Now the trial is being televised and live streamed for all to see. CBS 4's Michael George is live at the Government Center in Minneapolis.
Well, Carly, Elliott...
Well, now they look at it this way, at least we're still a little bit ahead of Carly. So that's all I can say.
What is her number here? I can't. I don't see her on the list.
I think I was booted off. Is negative numbers possible? Yeah, I have nothing meaningful to contribute.
There's still time, Carly.
Oh, okay. Well, still ahead at 5. We use them to keep us safe, but are they safe for us? Unsafe levels of a potentially cancer-causing chemical found in several hand sanitizers. The brands to avoid up next. Now a CBS 4 News health alert. During the pandemic, we have relied on hand sanitizer to help keep us safe. But now in an independent study, researchers from the company called Valisure say they detected higher than allowed levels of a potential cancer-causing chemical compound in 21 products from 15 different brands.
CBS News found some of these products containing benzene for sale on major retailers' websites. Most, including the leading brand Perel, had no detectable levels of benzene. That's good news. CBS News chief correspondent Dr. John LaPook has more.
Dr. John LaPook, CBS News, New York.
Well, if you want to see which products were flagged by Valisure, we have them for you at cbsmiami.com. Valisure has petitioned the FDA to launch an investigation and to recall the ones on their list. The FDA says it's reviewing the petition and they will continue to test sanitizer products.
And now new at 5:30, after nearly 3 months, a suspect police say caused a horrific crash early New Year's Day is behind bars. 16-year-old Alex Garcia is facing multiple charges for the crash that claimed the lives of 4 people just hours into the new year.
Authorities say Garcia should never have been behind the wheel in the first place. He only had a learner's permit when he got behind the wheel that night with 2 other teenagers. President Joe Biden is promising action on gun control. He says he's willing to discuss a bill with Republicans that includes universal background checks after 2 mass shootings that left 18 people dead in less than a week.
Of course I am. I'm the only one who's ever got them passed, man. Everybody keeps wondering whether I'm scared about dealing with rational gun control. The only gun control legislation ever passed is mine. It's going to happen again.
Biden is referring to a bill he passed through the Senate nearly 3 decades ago. It called for a ban on military-style rifles. While the White House defends its policies at the southern border, officials are scrambling to provide safe shelter for the children who make the treacherous journey alone. As CBS 4's Chris Martinez reports, a new facility in Southern California is filling up rapidly. What doesn't The Rock do, right? So what do you send Lady Gaga for her 35th birthday? Well, it looks like a whole lot of flowers do the trick. The singer says on Instagram, quote, "When your boyfriend sends you all the flowers in Rome for your birthday, I love you, honey. I can't wait to be home with you and our dogs. It's all I need." Gaga is currently in Italy shooting the biopic House of Gucci. A big happy birthday to her and all her little monsters.
And her little monsters out there. And her dogs have been through quite an ordeal.
I know. They really have. So glad that they can all celebrate together and be together and enjoy her birthday.
Happy for her. There are always great videos and stories to see online. Check out more of what's trending on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and cbsmiami.com/webextra.
So have you ever watched the show Schitt's Creek? Well, now you can live it. How all of this can be yours for a price. All new now at 5:30, the Miami Lighthouse for the Blind and Visually Impaired Children held its Easter egg hunt today.
Our photojournalist, Rafael Murciano, shows us how they were able to take part in the tradition with the help of a special device. Isn't that wonderful?
It looks like they got a good stash of goodies there in those baskets.
Yeah, the only thing I notice is that the Easter bunny may be a little warm in that outfit. Kind of warm out there, Craig.
Yeah, oh, it is kind of warm out there.
Those who are interested better start saving. The property is listed at $1.5 million.
Cool, $1.5 million. You need to finish watching the series, Elliot.
Yeah, you've seen the whole 6.
I recommend it. All 6 seasons. I don't know if that's something to brag about or not. But still ahead is the population of an endangered species poised to soar again. The incredible challenges facing bald eagles and their vulnerable eggs. Up next.
America's first feathered family is growing. New bald eaglets are being born across the country.
In Southern California, there's hope there will soon be a new addition to the nest. CBS 4's Lilia Luciano has more from Los Angeles.
Like many expectant couples, Jackie and Shadow anxiously CBS News, Los Angeles.
Wow, I could watch eagle video for hours and hours on end.
How amazing to see that so close up, too,
Yeah.
and nice to see that there's so many little eaglets now.
And it's great to know we have them here in Florida, too.
Oh, okay.
We have to take care of them.
That's right.
That's CBS 4 News at 5:30.
Here's what's next on CBS 4 News at 6.
Another Monday and another group of Floridians are now eligible.